air signs, welcome to the bi-weekly readings. So I am going to be doing these readings a little bit differently. I've explained to the other astrology groups as we've gone through them, and I'm going to be doing them in their elements. So we are in the air group, the element of air. So that's my Aquarius, Gemini and Libra group. So welcome everybody, hope you're well. Hope the last couple of weeks have been good for you, and I hope the next few weeks are going to be uncovering some information for us and giving us some good vibes all around. Right, before we start and I explain what I'm going to be using, I'm just going to light a little bit of sandalwood for the reading. Apologies for these using matches. I couldn't find my lighter anywhere to light for my sticks. Right, okay, let's get some incense burning. Okay, so today we're going to be using Everyday Witch decks. Love this deck. It's very magical. Lots of little witches and wizards and these type of things. So I'm going to be using that for your reading. And yeah, we're going to be looking at the Romance Angels deck as well. And I'm going to be asking a few questions with these Doreen Virtue Ask the Angel cards. Give us some kind of specific answers. So we're going to use those. I'm going to ask you to formulate 2 questions, and at the end of the reading I'm going to have a look at that with you. Let's start with my lovely Aquarians. Gosh, that incense stick's strong. She can't breathe. So dear angels, I did ask Archangel Michael to sit in on the reading today. Dear Archangel Michael, can you please present the most wonderful card that we can have for our Aquarius today to set the tone of our reading? How lovely. You have the card of luxury. What a great place to start these readings for my air signs. Luxury Aquarius, that's what we like to hear. Feel free to indulge yourself, you deserve it. I kind of think you do. I think you've been kind of in this energy of in the waiting room for quite some time, Aquarius, and hopefully all the energies that are going to be coming in, we've got an eclipse coming in shortly, that is definitely going to be bringing about a real shift in how we're doing things, how we're communicating with others, how we're interacting, and our general energy. So with the card of luxury, Archangel Michael, what can we tell Aquarius today? Temperance in reverse. Doing the tree balance. Excellent yoga balance. And balance, maybe there's the clue. Maybe that's what it's telling us. Because yours is in reverse, it feels like you've not been feeling very balanced, very grounded. Okay. Oh, way too many cards there, Aquarius. I can't take all of those. Okay. I do like to take jumpers. Those of you that listen to my readings know that normally my guides and that normally create these jumpers. Okay, I'm going to take these ones. Feels like we can take those. Okay. So we have next to the Temperance. By the way, Temperance is card of Sagittarius. That can be that energy. Then we have next to it the 3 of Wands. I spoke about these changes, moving to the future, moving past something. Maybe this is coming to a more grounded position. Yeah, it does feel like that because you've got the 9 of Wands next to it. And as you can see on these cards, you see how both of these cards have these 2 people stood firmly on 2 feet. Moving forward, you're going to regain your balance. You're going to regain your power. This 3 of Wands is fire again, so more Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. This is about looking forward, feeling balanced, feeling stable. Okay, so you're in this element of luxury the angels want you to know, but on a bigger note, that luxury means just kind of feeling enriched. Feeling enriched, grounding yourself. This 9 of Wands here, this fire energy, again, more fire energy that I spoke about, it feels like this could be somebody in the fire sign that you've met or you're moving forward with, which could be, like I say, an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But for me, I feel like this is you. I feel like you are empowering yourself to feel like you have this fire energy, this fire in your belly that is like an awakening. It's kind of like, okay, this is where I am. I understand this now. I need to move forward in some way. So, you know, I need to make that happen. I need to use my wand and my power in order to create my own intentions. This Nine of Wands normally is that this person can feel a little bit scarred by events that have happened, a bit kind of debilitated. But moving forward, you're coming out of that energy. You're finding your own strength in order to forge forward. This is moving forward, this 9, and you are standing on 2 feet, and you're pretty assertive and pretty firm about that. But it's come with its trials. It's come with its battles. There has been a feeling of not knowing what to do next or how to move forward. And then we have this 5 of Cups in reverse. In the upright, it's kind of this looking back and almost victim mode, not seeing what's in the background, what stood beautifully in the background. And for me, that background right now for you is the future. You can't see the future. And in reverse, you're coming out of that energy. 5s in numerology are about these huge trials, these huge difficulties that we have to navigate ourselves through. And sometimes they can feel like battles, like inner battles. For some, this could be very external, battling with someone or something. And now the angels of luxury want you to come out of that and just feel more excited about life, excited about the future. And this 5 in reverse, as I say, is you coming out of a bad period, coming out of a negative period. It's still very fresh. It still presents itself with some heartache and some sadness. But moving forward, it just wants you to know that you're no longer crying over spilt milk anymore. In fact, now you're just saying, okay, right, this is what I need to do. Let's move forward. Oops, sorry. Let's move forward. Let's forge on. Okay, what else can you tell us? What are my Aquarians needing to change? What do they need to think about that needs to change? Okay. Yep, very clearly, clear message. What needs to change? We're now in this Hermit. We've been presented with this Hermit card of Virgo. This person sat and everything is in this inner world, in their mindset, within their head, thinking rather a lot, but not actually taking any action. Can you see this person's just sat, looking into the fire, contemplating, not actually doing anything, not moving? That's what you need to change. It's time to move forward. It's time to take action. No more thinking to be done. You know the reality. You know what's happening. You know what you need to do. You now need to take on this bold 3 of Wands energy and, yeah, cast those spells, cast those intentions. It's asking for movement and intuition. Remember, in these sorts of times, you needed balance as well. It's very important that you balance yourself, and that can be your well-being. Are you getting enough sleep? Are you eating the right things? Are you taking the self-care that's needed to make these big decisions and these bold moves? If you can get yourself into this place of harmony and this grounded state, you can make better decisions. You can, you know, harness your power in a more effective way. And then we have this Ace of Cups. This is a very loving energy coming into your life, Aquarius. This could be a person, so this could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This is something being an opportunity that you're being bestowed. Something is going to be coming into your energy field. Something or someone that presents love, emotions. Somebody that's going to be giving to you this time, not taking. That's a message for somebody. And you must be ready for it. You must be ready to receive it. What are the lessons we can tell Aquarius? What lessons does Aquarius need to know in these coming weeks? Maybe these are lessons that the eclipse is going to bring about for you, Aquarius. Okay. Yeah, lovely, brilliant. Sits very, very well with the angel message at the start of the reading. 6 of Wands. This is victory in love, victory in a good life, victory in family. Maybe, you know, if there's been some problems within your family dynamic recently, this is moving forward, but this is moving forward victoriously in the best possible way for everybody involved. This witch here, she rides in and is being celebrated for her bravery, her honesty, her victory. She's very valiant, and she is very much, this is you, I feel you're a very gracious, valiant, brave individual, Aquarius. And what they really want you, the lesson to know that you need to know at this point, is this is your energy, this is your power. And in order with that power, what you can create is this harmonious, happy life. There's a house in the background, and there's like this picture of these family, and this is this idea of generations. Perhaps this is a generational experience that's going on within your ancestry. Maybe this was one of your biggest life purpose lessons that you've been going through, and it's involved love and day-to-day life and what your life looks like and what choices you make. And this is going to be really super important for you, Aquarius. Awareness, but awareness that good things are coming. You know, on this 5 of Cards in reverse, this blue sky horizon, maybe even a holiday for some of you. Maybe you're going to go away or have a break. Could be a weekend, a little escape with somebody, or could be a family holiday, or could be you just going away, regrouping and working out what it is that you need to do, which is going to be really good for you. Okay, I want to just pull one of my, these are my handwritten, oh, upside down, handwritten affirmations, but I really want to pull one for you because I feel like the theme is you needing to get the courage to make these decisions and sort stuff out that's like really prevalent for you. What can we tell Aquarius? Okay, they want you to be cheerful. They want you to be cheerful, and they want you to know that you have confidence. You have confidence. You're a very good-natured person, Aquarius. For somebody watching this, you know, in some ways your good nature is being exploited in some way. Or is being, you know that saying, don't take my kindness for a weakness. It feels like somebody has done that with you, Aquarius, and it's time for you to regain the self-worth, regain who you are. And, you know, I talked about well-being earlier, didn't I? In this grounded sense of doing what's right for you, which can make you happy. And right now, the message is that you haven't been making the best choices for yourself, Aquarius. You've been putting everybody else before you, and this is not a good trait. This is this people-pleasing trait. Want anything for a quiet life, doing things that make everybody else happy. Well, the trouble is with that, Aquarius, is that the person that comes off the worst in all of that is you. And in doing that, it's like you kind of are allowing people's bad habits and bad behaviour to go unnoticed. And when you do that with people, especially in relationships, they just continue with more bad behaviour. So, time to call somebody out on that, Aquarius, I think. Okay, I'm going to go to the Love Angels cards now. What can we tell Aquarius about love in the coming weeks? What do they need to know about love? What do we need to know about love? They're not coming out particularly well, and I like to keep shuffling until something specific really wants to come out. And I have to tell you, feels like you have been protecting your heart a little bit here, Aquarius. You've not been in your heart space, you've been in your head. It's time to open your heart up again and be loving. Okay, so for somebody, they need to have this heart-to-heart conversation. It's time to talk. It's time to put the cards on the table, pardon the pun, and be honest and speak from an honest place. It says, yeah, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Now, even if that other person isn't willing to be honest, the least you need to do is be honest for yourself. You can't speak for other people. You can't make decisions for other people. You can only do what's right for you. And the time has come where you've hidden away for long enough, and now that conversation needs to happen. Your next card, past life relationship. There's a couple of scenarios here, but the first one Spirit are asking me to talk about with you is this potential that this relationship, there is a relationship that's gone very sour, and you've known each other for a very long time, and this could have been a past life relationship. This could be a karmic lesson. This could be a karmic cycle that you were always supposed to come into this lifetime to experience and go through and take from it many, many lessons. But now that karmic cycle is coming to an end, and it's time to free yourself from it. Yeah. And now they're just saying, let go of control issues. Let go of fighting to keep something exactly as it is now, because it's so familiar and it's so comfortable that you are scared to have these conversations. You cannot control what another person does. I've already said that. But what you can do is empower yourself to live your best life. And I don't feel like you've been doing that by a long shot. Right, I was going to shuffle these and pull two answers at the start of the reading, and the angels led me to just start straight away with their messages. So, first of all, I want you to maybe pause the video or stop and ask the angels cards two questions. So, question one, what would you... Oh, okay. Question one, the answer very quickly is unlikely. It is unlikely. Some of you will have been asking that question from a desperate position or a position of sadness. And the angels want you to know with light and love that you are surrounded, you are protected, but what you are asking for is unlikely. Okay, this one wants to come out. Question two, recovery. It's time to recover. You've not been accepting that yet. Your first card out was this Temperance card, which is the card of healing, and yours was in reverse. I told you that I felt that was an imbalance, but ultimately this is saying that it's calling for you to take the action, which will then lead to you being able to then go through the relevant healing. While nothing moves and nothing changes, the healing cannot be done. You must start the recovery, and when you do, it will start with this movement. This movement is going to be very, very important for you, my Aquarians. And yeah, I feel like the underlying message for this reading for you is that this was a karmic lesson. And sometimes I have to sort of deliver these difficult messages, and it's not easy, you know, because as an intuitive reader, I also pick up on people's feelings and energies through the reading, and I can pick up on quite a few people's energies here, which is this fear of losing control, this fear of change. But you must be bold. You must be bold and let go, Aquarius, in order to bringing about the light and the harmony and the healing and all the necessary elements that you really need to do in order to forge forward into another phase of your life. I'm going to leave you with that message, Aquarius. Take care of yourselves. Hi there. Hope you're well, Gemini. Hope you've had an amazing couple of weeks. Hope you're in good spirits, preparing for this huge solar eclipse that's coming up in a few weeks' time. You know what? I think it's in Scorpio. Pretty sure it's in Scorpio anyway. So it's set to see a lot of change. There is definitely going to be a lot of change, Geminis. Right, excuse me for just setting fire to my desk. While I introduce the reading, I'm just going to relight my sandalwood incense stick because it's gone out. And I do love to have some sage or some incense or something burning. Yeah, I like to have it. Okay, right, so enough about that. Maybe fires. One of the topics we're going to talk about today. You can be quite fiery when you want to be Gemini, can't you? You know, my little Gemini babies, my little twins. Hope you've been leveling up with both of yourselves recently, in alignment. You know, sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Same for us all, really, isn't it, Gemini? I'm going to be using my Modern Witch deck. I'm just going to give these a little shuffle. Well, thank you as well for listening to the readings, supporting the channel. Really appreciate your support. And yeah, if you are subscribed already, thank you. If not, then why not subscribe, and then you'll get notifications of when all the new readings come up. I try and do as much free content as I can for you guys. But yeah, that helps if you can support what I do as well and listen to the readings. I'm going to do a little bit different spread this time. I'm going to ask my soul angel cards to set the theme, and then we're going to be using these Everyday Witch tarot deck for the main body of the reading, and then I might pull you some Law of Attraction cards as well and see where we go from there. I think they're pretty well shuffled. I'm going to kind of do it a bit differently this time. I'm going to just put them all out like that. So I'm going to choose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Smashing. Very interesting that I've chose 5. I don't normally shuffle this way. 5s are about challenges. We've got stuff to work out by the looks of it, Gemini. Haven't we always, I hear you say. Haven't we always? Okay. Before we go to the back of the deck, I'm going to just turn that over. 5 of Swords. Who are you clashing with, Gemini? Who are you not seeing eye to eye with? They just want a little note to say, be careful sharpening your knives. Be careful what you say, what your words mean, what your intentions are when you say things. You know, when we're in our shadow side and we say very hurtful words, it hurts the people we love. And they want you to be a bit careful about that, Gemini. Okay. Wonderful. So we have the angels of success and the angels of friendship. Beautiful. These 2 angels are with you in these next coming weeks. So maybe you just will be so successful in the beautiful friendships you have, the interactions you make, hopefully, because we did have this Five of Swords and I did see this potential confrontation. So if you want success, they're saying to me, then try to look on the friendship side of your communication skills first. Even when you're upset and there's a lot of energy and a lot of emotion, try and speak with kindness first before you fly off the handle. And it causes problems within friendships, family members, relationships, all these sorts of things. Be very careful, Gemini. Okay, before we do any more, I want you to ask 2 questions. So these are my angel answer cards. And I'm just shuffling them and pulling 2 cards and then reading them at the end. And they're going to be answers to questions that you'd like to put in place. So what would you like to know? So have a think, either stop the video or maybe you know what your question is before I even asked. They're normally the best type of questions, actually. So I want you to ask a question. Oh, okay, so we've got our answer to question 1. That's interesting. And number 2 has come out. I have actually just seen what it says and I have a feeling I know what it's all going to play out to, but I'm going to wait to the end and talk to you about that. Okay, let's go into the reading. So your first card is this 5 of Pentacles. So this is earth energy. So this is your Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And in this upright, it's very much feeling a sense of lack. But this is in reverse for you now. And this is really positive, actually. You're actually coming into a period of your life. Maybe it's going to be this eclipse season. And the changes, I spoke about big transformations, big changes. This idea of these portals opening and us walking through new doors. And for you, this new door you're walking through is this sense in your life of abundance. You know, you have been in the past very comfortable with this feeling of what you didn't have or what was missing. And now it feels like those things have shown up for you. You have had success in these areas. Your money's getting more successful. Your life is looking more balanced. You have this good work and social life balance now, which feels like you haven't always had. That's a really, really good thing. And then you have this card of Justice next to it. And this Justice card is the card of Libra, and it's about balance. It's also number 11 in the Arcana, which is, for me, angelic numbers. If you have these angels and these really supportive guides around you at the minute, Gemini, that are saying that this is justice, that you have now regained this balance. And it's justice that you are coming into a more harmonious time in your life. In this, on the scales of this tarot card, we see this little black cat and this white cat looking at each other, staring at each other, balance. And with that balance can sometimes be this yin and yang energy. Maybe this is you and a partner and you and somebody else and you're completely opposite but harmonious together and you balance each other out. And this is maybe why you've got this friendship card, because maybe this partner is this beautiful friend in your life as well as your lover. It's always the best way, isn't it? If a partner can be somebody who we trust and we have this bond with, that we can talk to and open up to and share our insecurities, and the more we can reveal ourselves and these vulnerabilities, the more we can grow closer and our bonds become stronger. And we have this 9 of Swords next to it. This is this overthinking. So I've just spoken about all this potential, all this balance and all this, you know, beautiful, prosperous environment that you've currently cultivated and are now living out in your reality. But there's this little bit of you, this self-sabotager, that wants to come in and pick holes in it. In this case, stab holes in it. Great big ones. Maybe this isn't you. But this is air, because this is swords, and you know, this is you, it's an air energy, and this is your ability to sometimes overthink things to such an extent that you think, well, you know what, I've waited all this time for this feeling, and is it really what I want? Is it perfect? Be careful when you do that, because yeah, it's great to have this sense of inner knowledge and authenticity, but sometimes be careful, Gemini, because you can overthink things to such an extent that you will tell a beautiful story to yourself about how something isn't working, and that really needs to stop. You know, we have got this 9 is an end of a cycle, so maybe we're coming to an end where we don't need to keep ruining things for ourselves. We don't need to keep getting in our own way. Stop getting in your own way, Gemini, because justice has it that this is divinely guided. Justice has it that this person is bringing balance for you, and it's a balance you really needed. Then we have this Emperor card of Aries, but it's in reverse, so it's not in its power. Perhaps what we're really talking about here for some of you Geminis is that you sometimes feel, without realizing, that you need to have the power in relationships. And if you feel that something's equal or balanced, or that you are not the emperor sitting on your throne, it leaves you feeling out of kilter. And what that's asking for is new ways of thinking, new mindsets, building new attitudes that don't always involve being right, being in control. And behind it all, actually, is this fear of being vulnerable, this fear of collaboration. We next have the 3 of Pentacles. There's a lot of earth sign in this as well, this reading. And this 3 of Pentacles is asking you to collaborate, to come into union, to accept union, to unfold these arms. Instead, pick up your wand, empower, magic. Outside this window is this beautiful, idyllic scene, but this girl's got her back to it. Those pentacles that they're all looking at on that wall, board, or whatever it is the potential, is your potential for growth. Where you can see this going. What's the possibilities that life will hold for you? The angels and your guides are saying to me at this point, this could be so wonderful if you decide to allow that. For some of you that are not in a relationship, this is a relationship coming in. And when I say coming in, it's like you're coming in from the cold. In this scene, this person's out in the cold looking up to this warm, cozy house, but he's on the outside and the warmth's inside. That's in reverse. So it feels like if you were in that energy of lack, like I said at the start, where you felt you were the person outside alone and cold, maybe even a little bit bitter, that's changing for you. It's changing for you because it's really asking you at the bottom of the deck to come out of this 5 of Swords energy. Come out of this need to attack, defend, prove yourself, be stronger than. All of these are terms that they're giving me to tell you that do not work for you. They never have and they never will. Okay, yeah, you're a powerful person, Gemini, but come on, let's use your power in the right way. Let's use that beautiful energy that you have for rejuvenation and making things grow and motivating others and being exciting and transforming, because these are all things that you can do really, really well. We need to be more pro those energies than anything else. Okay, so I've just pulled you a Law of Attraction card. Look at this little face. Serene, calm, loving. Let's have that little face, Gemini. Let's put away the swords and let's have this lovely little gorgeous face amongst the stars. And this person is looking for their shooting star. And look how many are around you. Look at all these opportunities. You are somebody that can manifest, Gemini. You always have been. You're very magical. You're very magical to be around and to be in your energy space when it's in a good place. Not always so much when it's not. But you know what, we can all be like that. That's not a criticism, that is just this identifying the truth. Okay, so the Law of Attraction card says, success is about the joy I feel. If you can let yourself experience joy, then this success and happiness is yours. It's in your grasp. Okay, so let me read the card. So when you are genuinely thrilled by someone else's success, that means you are right on track of your own. Success is not about getting it done. The measure of success in life is not the attainment of the money or the stuff, but the measure of success is absolutely the amount of joy you feel. So basically, on a universal note, the best comparison I can give you about what this card is saying is, if the law of attraction was a bank, its currency would be joy and feelings and emotion. So the more wonderful, upbeat feelings that you can cultivate within yourself, you would just be cashing in on that law of attraction power. And yeah, the angels want you to, Gemini. They want success. They want you to have this justice. They're saying you deserve it. Okay, shall we go over to our angel answer cards now? Okay, so at the start I picked two, didn't I? And I asked you to ask two questions. So if you can formulate those questions clearly in your mind. So whatever you ask for question one, the answer is unlikely. Wow, Aquarius had this exact answer in this exact place. Maybe you're dealing with an Aquarius as well. Okay, question two, romance. I felt that there was this beautiful coming together and this romantic bond. This won't resonate for everybody, of course. Not every Gemini will watch this and say, oh, well, you know, yeah, I see where that resonates for me. Parts of it will. And then others of you will listen to it all and say, oh my gosh, that whole reading was for me. And if you take it, claim it. Claim it as yours. But romance is the answer to your question two. And yeah, ultimately, love is the answer to everything, isn't it? For all of us. So go out there, grasp the romance, grasp the love, and make it happen. Welcome Libra, welcome to your bi-weekly reading. So what do we have in store for you for the next couple of weeks? Well, we have a solar eclipse coming up, and that's definitely going to affect us. I think that's in Scorpio. Kind of almost, do you know what, I'm shuffling these romance angel cards as I'm saying this, and I never actually meant to do that. So somehow, before I even go into anything, I've been guided to ask somebody out there to pay attention to the red flags in love. You're the only group within all of the astrology where this has happened. So for some of you, just you need to pay attention. Somebody's not being completely straight with you, or somebody is behaving in an unhealthy way around you, and you need to be aware of it. Okay. Right, I'm going to put that away before I don't even know how that happened. I'm sorry about that. Well, I'm not sorry about that. Obviously, Libra, somebody wanted you to know that, and now you're aware. We are going to pull a couple of angel card ones first of all to get the tone of the reading, and then I'm going to use my everyday witch cards for you, and yeah, we're going to ask a couple of questions as well. So if you want to get some questions fresh in your mind, which you might like the answer to, stuff that's going on, who knows, maybe it's about this. And at the end, I will reveal the two angel answers and we'll talk a little bit about that. So thank you for listening to the channel. Thank you for listening to my readings. I really do appreciate it. It's lovely, you know, that to have the support and people that are subscribing to my channel really does mean a lot to me personally. I do put a lot into the readings and I do really care. I'm an intuitive reader, so I really do feel the feels when I do your readings as well. And yeah, it can be a lot sometimes, but it's an absolute pleasure to do them for you. So thank you very much. And yeah, and I wish you a really lovely couple of weeks, and hopefully we're going to have some good energy come out for you. So, you know, it's really weird. I'm going to use this as the main theme, but I'm just going to say this card's come out 3 or 4 groups now. This friendship card. I think Leo had it. Gemini definitely had it. And there was another star sign that had it. But you see, like I say, I'm an intuitive reader. So for each reading, sometimes I get different energy about the same card. So for me, this card isn't for you in this context about friendship directly. You see, this person's bringing her fingers to her lips, quieting something down. For you, Libra, it's saying take some time to quiet your mind and be very introspective about a specific person or a specific relationship. There is some red flag here around communication. Is somebody speaking to you in an unhealthy way? Is somebody communicating with you in a dishonest way or a very manipulative way? So we have this card of faith, having faith. I'm also picking up for somebody that at times somebody runs circles around you with their communication. They can put things down that you do say. They can gaslight you. They can manipulate your words. The biggest aim of that is to just disempower you. Somebody is trying to disempower you. And the reason I said quiet at this time to go into introspective, because it's time to really think about what your worth is. This isn't good behaviour. This isn't healthy behaviour. You don't treat people like this. The angels are saying, have faith. They're around you. They're supporting you. They're guiding you. Take time to have faith, to build up the strength and the confidence in order to empower yourself and understand that you are this beautiful being. And, you know, maybe somebody else is trying to use that to their benefit. Manipulation. Maneuvering is another word I like to call it. Okay, everyday witch. I'm going to just pull these out like this and randomly pick you 5 cards. Please pick some cards so we can tell lovely Librans what they need to hear. Okay. The energy I'm sort of taking on as well, before I even explain some of these cards, is I'm feeling defensive for whoever's listening. I feel like I want to defend you. I feel like the angels want you to feel protected. They want you to feel that you have the strength. Yeah, and at the back of the deck, this 5 of Cups. This also came up in the Gemini reading, but it was in reverse. But for you, this is in the upright. And I feel that this is your energy, Libra. It won't be for all of the Libran groups, but for somebody is literally taking all of your energy away, and it's like they've now got you down on your knees in this subservient position. And that is ultimately their goal. They want you to focus on this emptiness, this loss, this potential of not being able to have the power to speak up, defend yourself, and just literally say, you know what, enough's enough. I'm not having this behaviour. It's not acceptable. It's not healthy. It's not good for me. Yeah. I have to say, I don't like that energy at all. Okay. Ten of Wands in reverse. The Tower card. The Six of Cups. The Ace of Cups. And the Six of Pentacles. For some in this reading, a relationship does need to end because it's not healthy for you. For others, a certain behaviour that you've been employing within life has to go, has to be transformed and changed because it's not working for you, Libra. Something has not made you happy, in short. Okay, so then we have this Ten of Wands in reverse. Ten of Wands in the upright is feeling burdened, feeling heavy, feeling like you can't carry everything. It's too much. Now, because this is in reverse, I feel like maybe some of you have just come out of this scenario. Maybe you have worked all this out and you've just left something that was really bad for you. It could have been a job. Could have been a job where the people weren't kind to you and you weren't respected and you weren't treated well. Or it could have been a relationship like what I've mentioned and you've come out of it. And for those of you that have come out of it, it's okay because it's like you've had this Tower moment, this Scorpionic energy. Now, I talked about this eclipse in Scorpio, didn't I, in a couple of weeks' time. So for those of you that have had these feelings, potentially something could definitely topple in these next few weeks. But that's not a negative, because what that is that's then bringing down anything that is just unstable, that doesn't have what it takes to create this amazing foundation. But that does exist for you. There is this potential for love and building better foundations, better relationships with yourself, with others after this Tower moment. I feel like something is going to come up within this next few weeks where you're going to be putting down the burdens, or at least letting go of something, pushing it right back down to its foundational level and rebuilding your life, starting something all over again. Could be a new job, could be a new person, could be the best possible thing for you, which could be this new mindset where finally you rip down these old patterns that you've been constantly repeating over and over and over again, and you're ripping them down and understanding the self better so that you can move forward. As I'm saying this reading, my speech is slowing down. And it's like this feeling around me that somebody's overthinking before they actually speak. And I think that's because somebody's made you feel like that. Somebody's made you feel that you can't find your words, or whatever you say isn't right. And it's really knocked your confidence. It's knocked your delivery and who you are, how you express yourself. And that's not nice. That's not kind. That's not compassionate. Anyone that does that is just very, very weak. Very weak in themselves, very insecure, very jealous. They're not worthy. I'm even finding it hard to get my words out. And I don't have that when I do readings. Those of you that listen to my readings know that sometimes I'm actually a little bit guilty of speaking very quickly. But it's like everything in my speech is being slowed down. I can even feel my throat chakra sort of closing up as I'm talking to you, Libra. Reinvest in yourself, my lovelies. You know, have this time where you're not being shushed down. Somebody isn't shushing you down. That's not healthy. People that love you want to hear your opinions, want to share your ideas, want to share how you see life and how you feel. Not shush you down. And also cultivating friendships. Next to this Ace of Cups, the Ace of Cups as well, and the Six of Cups, these are really water energies. These could be somebody around you in a loving energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, that really wants to love you, care for you, support you. In fact, all three of these cards, because you've got the Six of Pentacles here as well, and even though that's an earth sign, so that's somebody in Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, all the energy of. This is give and take, this is balance, this is 50-50. And this is what all relationships should be in life. You know, I am realistic and I know that that's not always the case. And that can't always be the case because we all have different needs and styles of communication. But ultimately, if somebody loves and respects you, they will balance you out like that. So actually, when you find that you are in this position where your communication style changes as a result of a person or an environment, then you know something's really wrong. And this is when you need these red flag moments, because this is a massive red flag moment when you feel like that. That is when you know something is very seriously wrong. But let's go back and focus on these two cards again. So this is love, potential love. For some, this Six of Cups is past life. Potentially, maybe this person that was causing you this pain was you've known in a past life, and this is definitely a cycle. You were meant to learn lessons from it. But right next to this Ace of Cups, this Ace is this beautiful gift from above. Hence, have faith. You are loved. You are protected. This cycle that you've been experiencing is obviously purposeful for you. And it was to teach you your worth and to teach you how you must never let people treat you again. Very important energy. The lessons, you know, from these karmic cycles are there for us to learn. We need to learn from them. Okay, I'm going to pull you a couple of romance angel cards. Okay, that one really wanted to come out. So then we have this card, finances and career. Perhaps some of you feel like you're in a financial position and you can't move out of something, or you can't cope on your own. The angels say have faith. They might be a factor right now, but they're something that you can overcome. They're something that can improve. They will help you. But first you must have the courage to help yourself. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Perhaps for some of you this is a marriage, and it's something you feel like you can't get out of. Or perhaps this person is such a manipulator that everybody else thinks they're brilliant, they're wonderful, and behind closed doors they're unpleasant. Perhaps there's this religious belief that if you are married and you leave that marriage, it's like some sort of failure. Of course it's not. It's so not. Anything that empowers you to be you and to live a happy life is never a failure. Never, never, never. Let us pull one card for Law of Attraction for you. And we're going to see what the Law of Attraction, what the universe wishes you to know, Libra. And then I'm going to go to these angel cards, and where you're going to ask a couple of questions. Law of Attraction, what can you tell Libra? Okay. Bless you. Bless your little cotton socks, Libra. My life is supposed to be fun. And this card, you see this, like, it's almost like a child playing. And children have this beautiful nature, and they're fearless. They look for joy in everything that they do, and this is really asking you to do that, Libra. It's saying that life is supposed to be fun, and you know what? If it isn't, it's time to change it, and it's you that has to change that. So on the back of the card it says, be easy about all of this life. Life is supposed to be fun. You know it. It is Abraham's powerful desire that you return to your state of self-appreciation. We want you to feel love for your life, for the people of your world, and most of all for yourself. There is great love here for you. You are loved. This card always kind of reminds me of the Sun card in the tarot, which is this child on the back of a horse. Well, Pegasus, as I like to think. And I always talk about it as this idea of this wild abandonment, of this just letting go of everything, surrendering like a child would, and learning to play more, learning to be in this state of play in your life, not in this state of battle or trying to protect yourself. You shouldn't be living your life like that. You definitely should not be living your life like that. Okay, before I do the Ask the Angels, these are my handwritten affirmation cards, and sometimes they just give us a little bit of this inner knowledge of what would be good for us, or what's relevant for us to work on in terms of our own empowerment. So what can we pull for Libra? What does this group need to hear? It's definitely this state of you needing to sort of stick up for yourself a bit more, I think. I think that's like really a valid point for you. So very interesting. It says that as harsh as this is, you need to know that you're on the right path. Whatever has happened was meant to happen for a reason. I think I said that earlier. It's very much that this was necessary part of your journey. These tough love lessons, you know. But it says ultimately, know within yourself that you're a magnet for peace. This has not been your disharmony. This is just, unfortunately, you have been collateral in something that has been unpleasant. You weren't doing anyone any harm. You weren't trying to make anyone unhappy. You weren't working in malice or in spite. You were coming from the right place within your heart. And that's actually somebody that wants to be happy and peaceful. And they're saying that, you know, we can create our own peace within ourselves, but it's our responsibility to do that. So it's now a time for you to take responsibility for your well-being. That's quite important for you. Okay, Libra, I'm going to end your reading now on a couple of questions for you to go away and work out. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so you've kind of got two answers for the second question. So for question one, it's saying a year from now, and you can be in a very different place, Libra, a very different place. This is your choice. This is you that needs to move or to change the energy. They're saying they love you and they want to protect you, but they can't do it for you. Question two, which I'm going to leave you on now. So whatever you ask for question two, they are saying trust. Trust in yourself, trust in the process, that you are on the right path. And then you had this other card that was kind of like bolstered out this same question. Ask for help from others. Talk to your friends, your family, express yourself, speak to people that maybe will understand and can maybe give you some wisdom, some really good practical advice about your scenario. And just know that you have the power.